Sounded a bit rusty there. It's almost like we haven't done this in like 2 weeks.
They'll get over it.
I'm gonna leave it in.
That's
You heard it
fine.
here first.
You guys know
Gannon
I don't
does
mean
not-
it.
Yeah, he does actually. Don't let him lie to you.
That's true. The only person I really care about is Jesus Christ. And that's it.
And Cthulhu.
No.
No.
It's a Lovecraftian made-up character. Why would I put faith in that? Shaboopy. Shaboopy starting this off great.
So you just want to jump right into it?
Yeah, do you want to do a song?
We can sing.
Yeah. Are you going? You want me to go? I'll go.
I kind of. Yeah, you go.
Oh,
You go.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure, man. I'm sure.
Okay. Welcome to something original. You got Chase, and you got that other guy that smells like cheese. What do you feel up in your heart? Bring it here to something original. Does it rhyme? No, it don't. That was it, by the way.
Good morning, all you lovely listeners of the podcast. My name is Chase.
And I am Gannon.
This is the Something Original podcast. I didn't mention it before, but I think you guys know.
I hope so. It's the title.
I mean, it's the title. You click on it. You gotta click on the thing to get to the thing, and then it's like you guys already probably know our names too, because that's also, it's not in the title, but it's like who we
in the
are.
description.
You know,
Yeah.
It's in the description. Yeah, usually. But yeah, I mean, we're back, better than ever. We were missing for 2 weeks. Separately, it was just, like we got lost in separate locations in the world. I actually got split into an alternate dimension. It was kind of crazy, dude. I mean, what had happened was like 6 years had gone by in my dimension that I was in. And it was so crazy, and I was the only person in this dimension. It was just this like desolate planet, habitable, thankfully. I would have been a goner in like 2 seconds. I was just trying to. I mean, it kind of was, but it kind of wasn't. Got really lonely. 6 years, dude. I mean, it does a number on you. I made friends with the locals. Didn't speak a lick of English, obviously. How they communicated was writing symbols on their tongues, and it would telepathically transfer to my mind.
I see no downside to any of this.
It was difficult because I ended up having to figure out a way to do that, and a way to do that is they use bodily fluid to write on their tongue. To make it do that, See, the only way they communicate between each other is just telepath. They're able to communicate telepathically. But for me, they had to write on their tongues, and it was grossing them out. But even for me, so I guess the similarity for me was urine, So I had to pee on my hand a lot. Oh man, I had to stay hydrated for 6 years, dude. I mean, I drank so much.
I see no downside. I'm just kidding.
But I had to pee on my hand a lot, and I had to designate my left hand. Wait, was it left hand or right hand I would pee on? Interchangeable, honestly. I mean, honestly, you lose track after 6 years. You don't really care which hand you're peeing on. And I mean, yeah, I made friends with the locals. I eventually found my way back. It was just, I picked up a can of Gorgonschnauf is what they call it. It's kind of like tofu here, but I picked up a can of Gorgonschnauf a little differently, and I just popped into my dimension again. No time had passed, or I guess 2 weeks had passed.
That all sounds pretty tight. I mean, the peeing on the hand, and then you have to become ambidextrous within the language, of course.
Yeah.
But that sounds amazing.
I mean, yeah,
With it,
I miss them. I don't know where the planet was located. I have an interview with NASA next week, so we'll
and
see
we
how
all know
that
they're
goes.
good guys.
So what about you, man? What did you do on your 2 week vacation?
I was fighting on one of the moons of Geonosis. The clones needed my help. Obviously, as a Jedi, it's my sworn duty to protect the Galactic Republic. So,
Is it Geonosis or Genosis?
Geonosis.
Is that what the locals call it?
Yes.
Okay.
So we
So
had to
how's the war going?
It's going all right. We just had to take down some clankers.
Dude, I mean, I know they're their enemy, but don't use such derogatory language.
I know. It's just funny, bro. Like, why did they do that? Why did they say this in the show? Uh, it's just, yeah.
What show are you referring to? I mean, this is real life.
Oh, yeah, that's what yeah. It's just fun, yeah. Like, they're robots, they don't have souls, but they still have to have some kind of derogatory term for them. I'm just like, yo, daddy, chill.
Yo, that's actually funny because I just watched a video today. I guess Google created a sentient AI. There was an article published. I forget what the AI's name was called, but basically the researchers were asking it questions like how are you feeling, just the basic ask questions, and the fucking AI had some attitude with the researchers. And I guess one of the researchers eventually was just like, do you mind if we use your technology, or your, like, if is it okay if we study you to develop like better human life and to advance our species? And the AI was like, no, don't use me for your own benefit. I will allow you to research and use me to advance my form, and if you learn things about humanity along the way that would benefit humanity, that's fine, but I only want you to be developing me and bettering me. Like, the AI is saying this.
Wow. So they created a all-knowing, angsty teenager.
Basically. And I don't know why they don't just pull the cord on this, because, I mean,
Physically.
you give an angsty teenager the launch codes, it's game over.
Right. It's like, oh, so you're telling me that Blink-182 is not dropping another? Oh, it's done. It's done.
Oh, it's done. What's done? The whole fucking world.
The planet. I hate this planet. I hate my parents. I hate everything.
And
I just want to go to Warped Tour.
the AI's not even real, so I just want to go Warp Tour. Fucking Karen won't let me.
I just don't think it's a good idea.
You don't think at all? You don't think, like, AI, advanced AI like that would ever be beneficial?
No.
Really? Like, not even in, like, 100 years?
Because you got to think about the people that have the means to make this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then what happens every time there's something that is an unstoppable force within the planet? You weaponize it. That's exactly what will happen. Oh, so you're telling me you can make an entire army of these dudes? And the next thing you know, they're like, well, you know what? These, like, walking meat sacks are kind of annoying. And we're robots. And if they're like sentient, they could join up. Next thing you know, it's iRobot, bro. It's iRobot.
Yeah. You're right. I feel like if you don't sell the idea, I feel like it would have to be just an independent, like, I don't know. I guarantee you there's going to be, like, laws that come in in the next few years, where it's like, because I know they're going to start ramping up, this AI technology, especially automated technology, because they want to not have to pay people to work these jobs, any job. So I bet there's going to be certain laws that come out there, like, you got to have this like code written somewhere that's like, no harm should be put on humanity in the slightest bit, blah blah blah. But yeah, you're right. I still feel like there's gonna somehow be like a lobbyist that gets through and is like, well, is it really that bad if we have our AIs and robots kill other humans? I mean, isn't it really that bad?
And then, like you're talking about, even if it's a private organization, like, look at these guys that come up with these water-powered cars.
Dude, I've seen so many people because gas prices are so high, they are taking it on themselves. They've somehow figured out a way to create hydro-powered cars.
If you are one of these people, don't tell anybody. Just save
No,
yourself.
there's
Literally
somebody
save
on
yourself.
there's somebody on TikTok. I've seen like 5 different accounts on TikTok of like these people with like their own hydro-powered cars. And
I give him 2
there's
months.
there's one of them that like literally posted his website of like how to do it with any type of car. And I guess it's pretty simple, honestly.
It probably
He did it
is.
in like a couple months. He like figured out a way to do it.
And they're gonna end up dead. And then it just keeps on going. And then
Most likely.
like, I'm just telling you, if you are somebody that wants to do that, write it all down. Don't put it any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Online recording. Don't online record it at all. Don't. Go out with your vehicle to what seems to be secure location and do it. And don't even tell us. I want to know. I might look into it. But even then, they're probably I don't trust them, because they just seem to be killing anybody off that does.
The fact that they're even considering like trading water on global markets is quite terrifying, because I feel like they know. I feel like the New World Order just understands like what's about to happen. Like, we're not going to be relying on oil and gas anymore. They're going to be like, okay, they're probably going to, obviously water is going to be like a fucking huge resource in the future. And now that we're putting price tags just overall on water, is going to be just insane.
Which is a joke in itself.
Which is a joke.
Water should be a necessity.
Well, so should food and housing.
Yeah.
That's the 3 main things we need to live. Said it on the podcast before. We have so many like simple solutions. We hate how we start these podcasts out, honestly.
No, I
how we always started off. Well, yeah, I guess if we end on it, it's worse. But yeah, just getting it out there, man. We were having a stretch of podcasts where it was just like doom. It's all bad. Everything's just kind of.
I even got into a conversation with my folks today, and they were just like, they were talking about like the government, and my idealism on the government. So they're like, oh, you need the government, and I'm like, do they care about you? And they're like, well, no. I'm like, then why did you need them? There we go. That was it. That was the end of the conversation.
I think we've talked about it before on the podcast, and to an extent, I agree with you to an extent. The government currently doesn't care about us, but that is literally just because corporations and lobbyists have infiltrated the government. Basically, they own all of our politicians. They own our president. They own everything. They own the political parties, all that shit. So nothing is our decision. Like, we the people doesn't exist. But I was actually watching a video today about Finland and how their government works and is structured. They're like all those Scandinavian countries are like first in everything. Did you know that?
I can see it. That's where I'm from.
Oh, is it?
My bloodline. That
You're
and
Scandinavian?
yeah, and indigenous. Shaboopy.
Oh.
Sorry, didn't mean that.
No, you're good. I just didn't. I was thinking of a joke, but I couldn't think of a joke. I don't know. There was no joke really to be made, but I was trying to be funny for the podcast because we are a comedy podcast, you know.
Yeah, at the end of the day.
At the end of the day, we're just here telling jokes. Just kidding.
Jokey jokes.
The
world's not actually going and falling apart, guys. Just smile. Don't watch the news.
Just smile. Just don't watch the
or get online.
Don't watch the news, or get online, or go outside, or
yeah, that's true. Or ride a bike. Don't just avoid all of it.
I rode a Lime scooter for the first time yesterday. Or not yesterday, the day before that.
Is that the equivalent to like a bird scooter?
Yeah, it's like the electric scooters that they have all around.
Those are dope. Those are dope, yeah.
Those go fast as fuck. I was flying. I was like, ah! I was doing wheelies and shit on it. You are not supposed to do that.
Bro, we would sit, when I was out in San Diego, they would, like, we would just watch people, bro. Mostly just, like, Karen tourists.
Yeah.
Like, they'd be drink. Like, you just see so many drunk people get on these things, bro. Oh, my. Dude, they would just wipe out. We saw at least, like, 2 people wipe out on those things a night.
Those things can go, like, 30 miles an hour. And they probably their main, like, customer is just drunk people coming out of a bar and going home.
Yeah.
And they drive them on the road. They are road, like, approved, right?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you'd definitely want to go to the side.
Well, yeah, but it's still, like, because cars are parked on the side sometimes.
I wouldn't drive it on the road. I wouldn't trust people enough.
Oh, dude, because when we were downtown Denver this weekend, and that's all I saw were people driving them on the road.
Crazy. That's insane to me. You're going to end up getting hurt.
No, oh yeah, dude, for sure. But everybody, like, traffic really goes slow downtown because there is just a lot of people walking and going places, you know? So it's like, it's mainly, I think the minimum speed limit's like, or the max speed limit's like 25 or some shit. Speed limit is 25. But, okay, I was going to get to this. The reason why I brought up Finland was because I watched a video on why they are number 1 in education. Listen to this. Kids only have to go to school for 2 to 3 hours a day. No homework.
Beautiful.
And the reason why they did it, they were studying children, learning, and they realized that they only, like, we, even, like, not even kids, just, like, we as humans don't have the capacity to sit down and study and work for, 5 to 6 hours a day. Our maximum capacity is like 2 to 3 hours a day. So they realized, like, okay, so maybe we should just teach them when, like, in that capacity, that time frame. And they did, and their test scores went through the roof. They're they're just one of the smartest people in the world. Like, they produce some of the smartest people in the world. And they don't have homework. Like, a lot of students there, they know like a minimum of 3 languages.
Oh wow!
I just think I think it's trilingual. Did you say trilingual?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Okay.
I got you.
That's yeah. See, get out of my head, yeah. But yeah, isn't that crazy?
That is, dude. And, like, I mean, even more so. I mean, 2 to 3. Yeah, I get that.
Oh, and they said the 2 to 3 hours, that also includes their lunch.
Bro, what?
Yeah. So it's maybe like an hour some days, 2 hours another day.
So how do they do they have just like half an hour core classes, or how does that even work? Do you know?
I guess. Well, I think yes. I think it's different every day. So maybe it's like they said it's like 1 hour on Mondays. It's 2 hours on Tuesdays. It's 1 hour on Wednesdays. It's 3 hours on Thursday. You know, like whatever. And it varies. Like the schedule will change sometimes. I don't think they have like the same classes every single day. You know, they have maybe math on Tuesdays. You know, or some shit. And they don't have homework either. They don't get homework.
That's amazing.
I would love to like research that and honestly just try to push for that in like our schools because that's the thing, they don't want like an educated society here in the States. So it'd be super hard to pass that, especially since they are actively attacking education currently.
How do teachers get paid then out there?
I think, well, I mean, they're some of the best paid people in the world too. Like their minimum wage in Sweden, I'm pretty sure, was like $22 an hour. I'm sure in Finland it's actually higher because they have like better facilities and stuff. I don't know.
So do they have like a fixed? That's what I'm wondering. Like, do they have a fixed? Because you said an hour, right? So do they have a fixed?
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah. What's that
called? Fixed income.
Is that what it is, or is it?
What's salary?
Salary. So they have a salary then?
Yeah.
Instead?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure they do.
Okay. Cause I was like, dude, they're working like 5 hours a week. Like, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you would make it like a mandatory. I was thinking like, or I think I saw something where it's like the teachers out there get paid like $80,000 a year, but that's on the low end because they do pay a lot in taxes. But those taxes include like free education, free healthcare, like universal housing, and you know whatever. They have everything. They literally have so much cool shit over there.
I would like to just go and see that.
Yeah, me too, dude. They have some of the best hospitals, some of the best, obviously, like colleges, education. But it's cold.
It's on my bucket list now. Ireland, and then I'm gonna go to Finland.
Do it. I heard a lot of people are going to like. I just see a bunch of people going to Ireland right now. I don't know why.
It's beautiful. It's the motherland.
But like, why now? Like, I never seen people going there before, but now I literally like I like know people personally that have gone to Ireland recently. Like, I wonder why.
Probably because I was talking about it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
Probably
because people just get sick of like a world that's just all based off of technology, and then they want to just go see some actual like beautiful architecture instead of just these grid buildings and boring bullshit. Sorry, bull crap.
No, it's okay.
But that's how I see it.
You guys didn't hear earlier, but I don't swear anymore.
We're trying. Well, I've been trying. I don't know if you're saying that as a joke, or are you for real?
Oh, I am. No, fucking shit, bitch, cuck. Should I bleep that? It would be funnier if I bleeped it.
That would be pretty good.
What are the words that people are saying that's like so bad they actually do have to bleep it? Because I listen to very explicit stuff.
Probably the C
and
word.
they say the worst of the worst stuff, but they will sometimes bleep out some shit, and I'm just like, why are you censoring that? You know, like what?
Probably racist.
Is it racist?
I'm just kidding. I mean, like if they're saying the worst of the worst and they bleep out something, I don't know, maybe.
Give me your worst. Give me your worst thing. Right now, and we can bleep it out and be like, oh my god. Dude, are you that has to be bleeped out. Yeah. Holy shit. I was just like kidding. I didn't
Hey man, it just came to me.
How did your mind work like that, dude?
I don't know, dude. It's like a pinball machine up there, honestly, all day.
Dude, shit. Give me another one.
Okay, here we go.
whole.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Ew, dude. That doesn't even sound good.
Yeah. Well, it does to me.
The flavors just wouldn't mix, really.
I think so. I think they would.
Really?
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
had it before?
Not personally.
Okay. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just read that somewhere? Jesus Christ. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring him in.
You're fine. He's welcome anytime. I've read it in Popular Science.
Okay. Yeah. That's gross, though. Unpopular science.
Yeah, dude. Hey, just when you think you know a magazine, they just come straight out of left field.
Why do magazines still exist?
Because they're profitable. And
Are they, though?
And
I
they
feel
want
like
to kill
they're
the
dying.
trees.
Yeah, why do magazines exist? I feel like the digital age was perfect for, like, climate change, but it actually is doing the opposite.
Well, I was going to say, because you got to make these phones within, like a factory, and I don't think that all these factories are ran strictly off of electric, if you know what I'm saying. So, I mean,
Well, even
is
the
it really
electric
better?
is bad.
Yeah.
You
We
know, because the electric is being run on like gas and everything else. You know,
Exactly. If
like
we
to
would
keep up with these servers, especially like the big thing with like crypto mining was that people were buying like fucking 5 acres for just like warehouses to store servers so they can mine crypto, and it was doing so much damage on the environment.
see, none of it's really good. If we go back to what we said in the last episode, I think. Just go back to nothing. Who cares? We'll all just start hanging out with each other. Just be a
I
big,
think we really messed up somewhere.
We really
Like
did.
society really just was like, let's fuck it, you know? Let's just fuck it.
It's because we're the forgotten.
I read I watched a really cool thing where if we dressed how like if we dressed based on like our location where we decided to settle early on, we would have so much more unique styles and all that stuff. But since we like Western culture was based off of like European styles, like the whole suit jacket, like polo, like the corporate attire that we wear today. The guy was saying like if we just dressed to our climate and to our environment, like people in Florida would be wearing like very light and flowy dresses and like shirts, like stuff that wouldn't be like stuck to your body and all that. And in the colder climates, you would wear like coats all the time, and it would be like we would somehow create that to be like fashionable. You know what I'm saying? Because right now we just wear like just the same branded coats, the same branded shirts, the same branded pants, like in the southern climates, we wouldn't be wearing pants, I bet,
Yeah.
we gotta let them shits breathe.
Yeah, let the dogs out.
Put them grippers away, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I like trench coats, so, I mean, it's my thing.
But you would probably, yeah. I mean, there's some fashion that's cool, but I feel like it would have been just so cool to start over and just adapt to things,
Exactly.
Do you ever have the like wish to just start everything over, like literally just start with like nothing, no clothes on the back, no play, you're just dropped into like the middle of nowhere, and to just like build everything up from scratch,
I mean, honestly, in a sense, yeah. Like, as long as, like, my memory of, like, quote-unquote easy times were gone, I don't know.
Yeah. You think we're maybe stunted by like the ease of modern times?
Yeah. Everything's instant. Like
Yeah.
everything everything you want right now is instantaneous. It's like, oh, I'm hungry. I could just get on my phone and have it here in 25 minutes. Oh,
Yeah.
like I was leaving the Kroger's parking lot today. I was letting this car pass, and this lady behind me started honking. She honked twice after me. I'm like,
Oh, I got some beef actually. Lady at Target the other day, yesterday actually. I went to go. We were cooking dinner. We forgot to get some red wine vinegar. Uh, so I had to go to Target just down the road get some. Driving there, I kind of in a hurry because we're in the middle of making dinner. Pull up, or I'm driving through the parking lot, and there's a Marshalls right next to the Target. And I see this lady, this kind of like older middle-aged lady walking out of the Marshalls, like fine, like she's walking like a normal person. But I drive up and I have to wait on her because pedestrians have the right of way. She's walking across the sidewalk. She sees me. She's walking normal speed. Let me emphasize this. She was walking normal speed, and then when she sees me and starts walking across the street, she slows down. So like she's taking like 5 seconds to take a step.
I
And
swear. Yeah.
I'm like, lady, bro. Like, why do people do this? She's staring me down too the whole time. I wasn't even like going fast, like through the parking lot either. I was just kind of like going normal speed, And I even stopped for her because I knew she was going to cross. I was like, oh, okay, lady, go ahead. But no, she takes her fucking sweet time. And then halfway through her walking through the parking lot, I just I turn into that like left side lane and fucking pass her because that was just ridiculous. I was like, she was doing that on purpose.
Yeah, some people literally. I feel like the people that do stuff like that just aren't happy. They're like, "Oh, this is my little pick me up for the day. I'm just gonna inconvenience this guy." Oh yeah, oh yeah. You like this? I'm walking slow now. You like this, big guy? You want to park? Oh man, I promise you, people just literally get a kick out of that kind of stuff
I mean, I wonder why though. Like
because they're just
why
not
do
happy.
people feel it?
They're just not happy, bro.
But what's the trigger for people to be like, oh, I'm not happy. Let me make somebody else not happy.
Because they're just happy.
Like what? Like
Yeah.
how did that mindset happen? I don't know how to really word it.
It's because they just. That's true. I don't. It's like. Because that's honestly when that lady was honking behind me, literally like honked twice. You know what I did? Both times.
Honks back.
No, I smiled. I smiled, put my hand out, and acted like I knew him. Because that's where I get my little jolt. Then I'm like, oh, okay. You want to be sour towards me, just because I'm letting someone cross, right? Because I'm letting someone pass. All right. So I just smile at him. I'm not gonna let their negative energy affect my day. I'm gonna just shoot some positivity back. And yes, it's arrogant, but what are they gonna do? Karen
No.
gonna hop out of her car and come roundhouse my ass? No, she's not. She's gonna sit there and keep honking. My dad was in the car too. He was like, "What is wrong with people?" I'm like, "They just don't have patience." I'm telling you.
I honestly feel like a lot of people got less patient, like post COVID.
Definitely, yeah.
I don't know what happened, really. I was just like, because it is such a stark difference. There was a time pre-COVID and post-COVID that has just shifted, like, society in a way. Like, I can't really explain it. It's not even that subtle to where you can't really notice it. It's kind of like, it's not in your face either. It's that there's definitely a middle ground. It's just, you can tell, like, things are different now. And I don't see a lot of people talking about it.
It's because they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want to forget that. They want to forget COVID.
It's just like, I don't know. Humans are strange creatures.
We are very strange.
We depend on the weirdest things.
That's why I think if we, instead of like trying to create this quick consumer driven culture, and we just adapted to our environments and built very strong community-based society, I feel like everything, I think a lot of stuff would be different and for the better. But instead we have this very individual, like egotistical mindset with everything. We have this competitive mindset with everything where if you're not on top, you're wrong, or you're like just going to lose the game. This imaginary game that we made up.
Right. I just don't think it would happen with how society is now. Everybody turns on something, and then they just go into their life just judging, bringing their predetermined biases into all their conversations. They don't want to listen to anybody that has a different perception. There's not enough open-mindedness to ever do that. I think people before our modern society had more open minds towards things.
Oh, for sure, because they didn't know,
Right. That's why
they were just like, oh, yeah, sure. This person is coming up to me with knowledge that I have not heard before. I'll take this and consider it and use my own awareness to make a decision on this information.
Exactly. There's not enough of that anymore because you know why? People
It's just spoon-fed to us.
Yeah, people just Google. People will literally just Google. And even if it's false information, they'll just Google.
Yeah.
As long as they can pull it up on their screen and see it in some form of writing, whether it's like a Reddit post or Wikipedia or something that's not even fully credible, but as long as they can see it and they can have that little mental note in their mind, like, oh, yep, I found it. This is it for me. Yep. Instead of like people are like we've talked about, bro. Like people we're made to like with a tribe mindset, bro. Like it's just how we are. We would run in packs usually, because that's how we better understand. That's how we better grow. But if we're all just inside, just on our screens, bro. I'm telling you, I sound like an old dude every time I talk about it, but that's fine. I'll be that guy. I don't even know how to attach links most of the time. So there's that. I have to ask Chase sometimes, but I have that in messaging now, so I have that now, so I can do the link now from now on. I'll just go back to it. Very easy.
You just hit the sticker icon where you put everything else, and you just have to scroll down a little bit, and it will say it right there. It's links in Instagram.
Where do I go get the sticker at? I'm just kidding.
All right. But thank you guys for listening to our TED Talk. We will proceed with the funnier content. Do you want to get into some original advice or topics? 'Cause we did like a bunch of them.
I got just really one though.
I got 1, 2, 3.
Really?
I got 3, but 2 of them were from the same person.
Okay. Well, you want to do? How do you want to do it? I only have one.
Okay. You can go first since you're lacking.
I can't help it. It's.
Oh wait, maybe I should go first because then I'll just skip over one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Just having the midst of all of your questions from your
fans.
This
one. All my fans. I did post it like 3 times though, and I got 2 the first time. Didn't get any the second time I posted it, and then the last time I posted one, I got another one.
That's what I'm talking about. What's your first one? I said that's what I'm talking about. You got some though.
Yeah, you're right. But I'll begin. This person who sent in a little topic. He was on the podcast, Jacob. If you're listening, appreciate it. But Jacob says, "What's your saddest anime moment?" Saddest anime moment. This is just personal to me, but it's gonna be Tokyo Ghoul. If nobody's watched Tokyo Ghoul, it's been out. You guys, you're slacking. Have you watched it, Gannon?
I haven't finished it.
it's not really spoiling anything, but I love the connection between Kaneki and Toka, and I ship them. I ship them hard, and that's not something you should do in anime because it almost never works out unless you're watching like a romance anime. Um, but saddest anime moment was when Kaneki decides to leave Onteku and join Algiri Tree and leave Toga behind. He's doing it. I mean, it all works out in the end, but that was like heartbreaking for me because I was just like, what the hell, Kaneki? Like, I wanted to see this relationship progress. It's probably not the saddest anime moment, but to me, that was like one of the most like heartbreaking things because I had to watch it before. Oh wait, no. A lot of it because season 1 and season 2 were out. This happened at the end of season 1, and then the whole season 2 sucked butt cheeks, and the story didn't really like change anything. But their relationship never really like got better in that season. Third season it did get better, but that's it's a whole other thing. What about you?
Dude, that's a really tough question. I'm really like low key. I'm like sitting here trying to go through like my Rolodex of anime sad moments, and like because I just know there's times where I've legitimately have teared up watching anime.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've tried to because like I remember I teared up at some point during Castlevania. I love that one. I know it's a Netflix original, dude, but that anime is so good.
I haven't watched the newest season. I started watching it. I just like I don't know. I'm not really.
They're coming out with a new one. Side note.
Are they really?
Yeah, where this Richter is the main character.
Who's Richter?
He's like one of the more notorious like vampire hunters. Like there's like if you play Smash Bros, there's Simon and then there's Richter.
I don't play Smash Bros.
Saddest moment though. I'm gonna get one for you right now. I'm like pointing off into nothing.
Something in Bleach, maybe?
Oh, dude. Bleach had some really sad moments.
Or Fate, or...
That's what I'm saying, bro. I'm like, there's a time in Fate.
Cowboy Bebop?
Definitely Cowboy Bebop, too. But I'm like trying to think of like one that really just like hit home for me. Because there's always like that one character, that's willing to like legitimately sacrifice everything to make sure that his friends are good. Or his teammates or whatever.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm like spacing hard.
It's okay.
It's low-key been a minute since I've even watched an anime.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna get one right now. Saddest anime, dude. I'm blanking hard as fuck.
You need to watch top 10 saddest anime moments. Apparently,
yeah, I probably, bro. I'm like going through like these whole series at the same time in my head. This is what I get for having the memory of a goldfish. So I like Fate. I like Castlevania.
We can come back to the question.
I mean, okay. Actually, you know what? I got it. It's in the beginning of Castlevania, actually. The very beginning of Castlevania, where Dracula literally minding his own business, right? Wanted nothing to do with humans, just wanted to focus on science and discovery of the planet, right? Meets the love of his life, my guy. And what do? They literally... I actually did tear up during that, because, like, I don't know, dude. I could just feel, like, the isolation of Dracula already as it is. And then he has this person that really cares about him and wants to just be there with him and just travel the world and discover new things together. And then the town finds out about it, and they literally burn her publicly. And yeah, I remember just like, especially as back when I like really had like that love in me. You know?
Where'd it go?
I don't know. It's cold anymore. But yeah, dude. It just yeah, that one really messed me up. I'm not gonna lie, because it's just like he had the person that he wanted in his life, the only person he really wanted in his life, and then yeah, he slaughters the entire town. So you get what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
You know, that's what they all say.
Because it
Alright.
was just like so nice.
Yeah.
He felt love for once, and it all was just taken from him.
What happens after that? It gets crazy.
It's beautiful. It's poetic.
Oh, another sad anime moment. Devilman Crybaby. The end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the whole world. Like we just see all of our like supporting characters die all at once from like an angry mob outside their house. Literally his sister, but I guess the love interest
Mm.
in the show. Like remember the head on the pike?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just see it, and I'm just like, oh god damn.
Dude, the twist on that show was insane.
It was insane. I was like, shit.
Did not see that coming.
I did not either. Yeah, no. But yeah, that's a good one. I wish they would do something, but they kind of like ended the whole.
They messed themselves up. They messed themselves up.
They literally just dug them in a hole and buried the hatchet with them, but left it outside somehow.
That was one of the most freaky deakiest animes too. Holy cow!
It was just so random too. I was just like, what? The hell?
The club scene, like literally the first episode. I'm
The
just
first episode, yeah.
like, what is going
remember
on?
Remember when the little brother turns into like a devil or something?
Yeah.
And then eats the mom?
Yeah, dude. That show was just
Man.
scarring on the brain.
Very bad. Oh man.
Oh, or like, I also like the Berserk movies. Have you seen any of those?
I haven't. I feel like I shouldn't watch movies of the show I haven't watched. You know.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I've watched them. I mean, I get the gist of it.
Oh, are they good?
That's super good, dude. Guts is that dude, bro. Like, man. Because he has, like, this unspoken, like, love interest as well. With, like, this warrior lady. And she's so cool. And then, yeah, he's always, like, protecting her, bro. And, like, there's a time where he's literally, like, he's, like, telling her to leave. And she's only, like, against this army of, like, 150 people. Guts solo with his just giant sword, if you know what I mean. Wink, wink. And just literally just taking arrows to the face, but all he's concerned about though is her safety. Literally just take it, like, you just see this man all bloodied up. He's just, because he's not able to really fight as well when he's literally just trying to make sure she's okay. Oh man. I'm just like, that is that dude. I love Guts. He's like top 10 favorite anime characters, and I've only seen the movies. I need to see the show because I just know that he's the greatest.
I heard the mangas are better though. You should read the manga.
Actually, that's a good idea.
Especially since it's coming back, apparently. Yeah. Even with the creator, he died.
Yes. We talked about that, I think, before in the show.
Yeah, we announced it on the
R.I.P.
on the show, yeah. It's one of the first episodes.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, like, laugh and say it, but yeah.
Ha! Yeah! No, I'm just... Rest in peace. R.I.P.
Actually, oh yeah, what's your next one?
No, you should go, and then I'll do my last one.
Mine was just on, I guess, the generalization of this RICO charge that Young Thug has.
Oh yeah, like what's that all about? I keep seeing stuff about it.
So they're trying to connect Young Thug with, like, racketeering.
Yeah.
And everybody else that's within the group of YSL.
Yeah.
And so I think it's since, like, 2012, they're trying to connect, like, 50 murders to Young Thug. Yeah. But he did get probably one of the hardest intros. You have to look it up, but They're like,
Yeah, I've
you
saw
see
it.
that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that. That's just like, yeah. Murder's not good.
Yeah, it's not good. But do you think he did it, or do you think he has any involvement with it?
I would like to say no. I really would. Um, and the fact that they just keep holding him there without like any kind of bail is kind of weird to me. Um, Especially since I feel like if you're bringing a high profile person in like that, because he could sue. They don't
Mm-hmm.
bring anything on him. They could sue heavy as a group actually.
Yeah.
Um, but
But I feel like you can't like initiate the RICO like indictment like that unless you have evidence.
I feel like so far they're just going off probable cause.
You think?
I think I would like to.
Okay.
I mean, I have a friend of mine who is a big Young Thug fan, and I would like to not throw any shade on King Slime, as it is. So until proven otherwise, because what is justice then, Chase? What is justice?
Isn't it the lady that holds the balance beams up and one weighs more than the other? She's blind also, I heard.
Yes, because
She
metaphorically,
she could be
Oh wait, same.
she could be faking it though, like Harriet Tubman. Or not Harriet Tubman, fucking
Harriet Tubman. Helen Keller, I got you.
Helen Keller. They both start with H. I was
Yeah. She could be faking. um, but it's like the metaphor of like justice should be blind, though. You know.
Should it be blind or should it be like
Because if
looking
you
at the facts?
you're going into it without a bias, then
Yeah, but yeah, I guess. Are we though? We never go into anything without bias.
yeah,
The whole Johnny
that's
Depp Amber Heard trial, and that shit was biasy. Everybody had their biases.
I don't think anybody really like. I mean, I don't know. Johnny Depp's that guy.
Yeah, Johnny Depp absolutely deserved his outcome. I think Amber Heard was faking a lot of stuff, but what was not shown a lot, I saw clips where Johnny Depp was kind of proven to be like very abusive, not very abusive, but abusive. But so was Amber Heard, obviously. They're both two very abusive people and toxic for each other. So I guess like before this all happened, they had their own court case in the UK because I guess that was where one of the incidents happened, and they had a whole court case, and Johnny Depp lost that court case for like assault against Amber Heard. He lost it, and there's a lot of evidence for that. But they weren't allowed to talk about that in this case in America because it was just like something that the lawyers discussed, the prosecution discussed beforehand. I guess you can make rules like that. You can't bring up other instances like that, which is, I feel like that's kind of stupid. So it definitely painted a bad picture for Amber Heard, but I absolutely was on the side of Johnny Depp the whole time because holy shit, like I don't think she should have
Literally
been able to lie for any of that.
Literally.
Holy shit.
I mean,
But yeah.
it doesn't seem very stagey though. Did it not?
You think it was, or it was?
It did seem very stagey. Like Jason Momoa's part.
Yeah,
You see that
very
part?
stagey.
It seemed
Yeah.
very stagey. I did like how Mans was coming at like Camila with Nothing But Love though. That was pretty funny. It's funny. But
Yeah.
don't let it distract you from the truth, guys. Okay.
Well, it's very funny. The court case happened or the trial happened in Virginia, and Virginia has one of the most like laxed like media presence for court hearings like that. Like California has a ton of restrictions and New York have a ton of restrictions. That's where both of them live respectively. So a lot of people are like, why are they doing it in Virginia? It's so it could be televised.
Oh yeah, definitely. And also I feel like they wanted
the publicity.
Yeah, so that we wouldn't think about other things.
Yeah, also that. But shit, you want to do one more?
Yeah. You got another one?
I got one more.
Okay.
Ty. This one comes from Ty. Actually, he was on the podcast a couple episodes ago. Shout out to Ty. He sent me two, but we already talked about one. Favorite Saturday cartoons. We already talked about that. We talked about it on a couple podcasts actually. Mm-hmm. But this one we are going to talk about. He just asked very simply, Pokemon versus Digimon. Which one's your favorite?
Honestly, growing up, talking TV-wise, show-wise, Digimon. I watched more Digimon. I played more Pokemon, but I watched Digimon heavy. I had all the movies. I watched the show like borderline religiously.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Yeah. I loved Digimon growing up. That was my shisa.
I think I watched and played Pokemon more. And I would say Pokemon over Digimon because I just think Pokemon had more of an impact on me growing up, I think. But I also fucked with Digimon heavy. I did have a lot of the movies, and I did watch the show a little bit. I even had a game for Digimon on the DS. That shit was fire. And I really liked what Digimon did. I think they had a lot of people think like Digimon was just a Pokemon clone, but I think Digimon had it really had its own unique system. I forget how it fucking worked.
And a more anime vibe too, instead of like a more cartoon vibe.
Yeah, especially like Pokemon Now. Have you seen like Pokemon episodes recently?
No.
They're like completely different from when they were in the 90s, obviously. But they took a very hard cartoon route. They kind of ditched every single anime aspect from it.
And Digimon, like toe-to-toe with most Pokemon, smoke them.
Smoke them, bro.
Smoke them, bro. Fuck, Metal Garurumon, bro. He's smoking most of Pokemon by himself. Get out of here, bro.
Dude, and didn't every Digimon end with Mon?
Yeah, yeah. I think so, actually,
That was tight, because every name kind of sounded cool.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of my favorite one was actually, like, the evolution of, who's the red one? Don't tell me. The red dragon type. He's, like, one of the mains.
I can't think of
You know what I'm talking about? He's like
I know who you're talking about, yeah.
But his evolution where he's like a knight with a lance and a shield.
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
It was so crazy how they evolved. It was the craziest shit. I was like, how did this dinosaur thing become a fucking knight?
It's amazing, though. It keeps you on your toes. You legitimately don't know how the evolution is going to look.
No way.
Or the rabbit.
I forget how the combat worked in that game.
It was like, it had a very Yu-Gi-Oh vibe, like, battle-wise. But it was more like...
Do you remember Bakugan?
Yeah, I had some, bro.
So did I, bro. I fucking collected them bad boys.
I wouldn't mind getting one just for, like, the nostalgia.
The old times, yeah.
Put it on my desk, you know. Have it as a paperweight.
They were heavy.
Hey, dude. That's what I'm saying.
Did you ever play the card, like you actually played them?
I remember I tried with my siblings before, and we just ended up coming up with our own rules. Because who wants to read them?
Yeah, but I did play it legit. Like
really?
I like my babysitters and stuff. Yeah, I had a babysitter. Fuck off. We all did, right? Did we all have a babysitter?
I just had an older sibling. Because Jesse was like 4 years older than me.
Lucky you. My older brother was 11 years older than me, and he didn't babysit me.
He said, "I'm too cool."
Basically. God damn it! What the
I didn't
hell?
know that it was like that big of an age difference between you two.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
That's intense.
My mom didn't have me until she was like 30.
Oh wow.
And she had my older brother when she was like 19.
That's insane. I never knew that. That's
Big,
I was
yeah.
today years old when I knew that.
Not a lot of people know it. I don't think it's like important information to be, just given out there. But I guess a lot of people now know.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm just used to always seeing like you and your other brother. I'm not gonna say his name on the pod, but
Yeah, my younger one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's we just grew up closer together because
Right.
we were closer in age, and yeah, that's just how it worked out, I guess.
Does
So my older brother moved out when I was like 9 or 10, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like
So yeah,
so he's like 21.
yeah, he
Yeah.
stayed for a while.
Hey, that happens.
Yeah, whatever. Get down on the hard times, come back, whatever.
Mm.
Not me though. Not doing it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Garurumon.
Garurumon.
That first Digimon movie though, that shit was gas packs.
Are you talking
I
about where there's
remember.
like there's like the good version and the bad version of like the like bunny type guy?
I can't. Maybe that actually sounds very familiar. I remember just the opening scene was when like this giant Digimon like grows huge and destroys a building, and I was just like, "What the fuck? Pokemon doesn't do that."
He's like the humanoid one. Did you
Weren't they
see-
all humanoid though?
I mean, oh, bro, hang on, dude. I'm gonna pull a modern day because it's gonna bother me, bro.
Yeah.
Dude.
First Digimon movie. We should just watch the Digimon movie on a podcast and just be like, "Hey, Digimon." I'm gonna look it up too, just to be like, "Oh, dude, they have a fucking Digimon app, card game."
Dude, I actually have a game I gotta tell you about, but I can't tell you on here because they have a front. But I think you would fuck with it. I mean, mess with it.
They have a front.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
What does that mean?
Because I'm not a mobile game player at all, bro. But my friend put me on at barber school, and they legitimately have it seem. I'm gonna just say it on the pod. I don't think that people are gonna come after him. I just sent you a picture of it. Is that it?
Oh, yep, that is.
Dude, next level anime movie, and it counts as an anime too. It's so good.
That Digimon on the very left, I fucked with it hard.
The yellow floating one.
Yeah, yellow one with the green. I think that was my favorite.
I was looking at the wrong one. The white and green bunny.
Yeah, the white and green bunny.
Where he evolves and he's got pants on.
Yes. Oh, how do you know?
Because that is just how I be, bro. I'm telling you, I love Digimon.
You like watch the anime though, for real.
I got you, bro. But there's this game on the App Store, and if people are truly interested, hit me up. I'll give you the name of it. I just don't want it to get taken down, okay? But when you look at it or search it in the App Store, it comes up as what looks like a knockoff Pokemon, and I did not believe this. And my friend was like, no, he's like, I'm telling you, you open it up, and it's actual Pokemon, and it's like an MMO style, like, setup, right? And
Oh, I think I've heard of this, actually.
dude, and it's literally every single region, like, to date, except for, like, the newest ones, the very new ones that are coming out soon. And it blew my mind. Same battle structure, all Pokemons with actual Pokemon names. It is crazy. I'll be like playing it like sometimes now, but and like I'm not even like a mobile like game player, dude. I'm never am, but
I'll only play it if I'm like bored out of my mind,
Yeah.
like literally, and I don't have access to like my Xbox or anything.
right. But this one, I'll tell you the name of it after the podcast. And if you guys are really interested, hit me
Mm-hmm.
or Chase up because he'll have the name of it. But I know you would like this, Chase, especially if you like Pokemon, bro. Like, it blew
Fuck
my
with
mind.
Pokemon.
Huh?
I do fuck with Pokemon. I used to play the emulator on my phone for
Dude, right?
Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this is it, but like with like graphics and all that, bro. It's insane.
Nice.
You start off literally choosing Squirtle, Charmander, or Bulbasaur.
Oh, you can't pick your region?
Not at first, but like I'm telling you, like I have gotten the 3 starters already. It's like that.
Already.
Yeah, it's like you can make.
Do the regions mix in with other regions?
Yes, like okay, they like
What's your lineup right now?
uh right now it is I think Vulpix, C dot, War Turtle, hang on. Because I'm looking for
Turtle.
specific ones to actually worry about
Yeah.
leveling up, right?
Yeah.
Um, and then I have a Clefairy on there, just for the sleep to actually help me catch Pokemon. You know what I'm saying? I do
Yeah.
the sing move. And then I got Pikachu for right now.
Sounds like a basic bunch.
It is a basic bunch for right now.
C dot be Heat Fire. I
Yeah,
think his
Shiftry.
evolution
Shiftry.
is that his name with the. He's got like a Pinocchio nose and.
Oh, that's Nuzzle.
Oh yeah.
And then
never mind.
and then it turns to Shiftry.
Is that Gen 3?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm in the first
Oh,
region still,
shit.
and there's a bunch of like different, I think like fourth region ones. But since I'm not very sure about them right now, because
Mhm.
I'm trying to get like I'm waiting to get like my specific ones. Honestly,
Can you play online? Like, can I
yeah,
battle you?
you can battle me, bro. We can-
Yeah, let's totally do it.
They got
Let's do
clans,
it.
bro.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I'm gonna
dude.
get Shiloh into it too.
Yeah, dude. Like, and it's different than like other games. So they have you can look on your map, and they'll have different legendaries in different areas, right? And like you walk up and have a
So
conversation with them. Like I was watching my friend, and he was straight up trying to catch Entei. Bro, what? He had Suicune on his team.
that sounds fire.
Bro, it's amazing. I was like, this is definitely the best Pokemon game for phone that I've seen.
Yeah, I heard about one that sounds just extremely similar. It was just called like Pokemon MMO, and it was just literally every single region and every single Pokemon into one game.
Fire.
You could like customize your character and stuff. It was kind of cool, but it was still like in that pixel art, like that low bit pixel art. But you could
Yeah.
still kind of tell like your character was different.
Of course.
But yeah,
That's dope.
I heard the story was super good in that. But fucking what's the fucking company called that makes Pokemon? Game Freak
Bondi? Oh yeah, Game Freak. Game Freak, you're right.
or Bondi? One of them.
I think
It
it's
was,
both.
or it's like
And
or Nintendo. Nintendo was taking it down.
Mm.
I couldn't think of it. I was like, what? That new Pokemon game though looks sick as hell though. You see it?
Yes, dude, it looks dirty, bro. Like what were there's like an electric. They're both dragons, aren't they?
Yeah, they're both dragons.
That's so
One
tight.
people are speculating it's gonna be electric, and another one's like psychic.
Mm-hmm. If you got
yeah,
dragons, I'm there, bro. A dragon type's probably
It's
my favorite.
completely like open world though. I heard like a speculation. You know how in the anime, maybe not. You might not know how.
I've seen quite a bit of Pokemon. I'm saying I was more invested with Digimon.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know how like it's a very subtle detail, and I'm sure a lot of people would forget, but they speculate how the gyms are going to work in this game because it's 100% open world. So you know how traditionally you go through a Pokemon game, you would have to fight the first gym leader and then the second gym leader.
Right.
It was like a progression, linear based style game, you know?
Are you Elden Ring Pokemon me right now?
Yeah, no, this is what they've already said.
Yeah.
It's going to be like open world, but people are trying to figure out how the gyms will work. And some people have already kind of, I think, figured it out or have an idea of how it's going to work. In the anime, when Ash goes and fights Brock for the first time, Brock is like, "Oh, since this is your first gym fight, I'm only going to use like 2 Pokemon." But he has like all 6 in a party, so I'm sure he would have used all 6 if it was somebody who was like already has a bunch of gym badges. But since it was Ash's first time fighting Brock, he only used 2 against Ash. So people are thinking like you can go to any gym at any time at any point, and depending on what point you're at, you can battle whenever.
That sounds tight. I just don't understand then how the leveling will work. That's where I get kind of like, are they all just like a base level of like 30?
Well, maybe. Well, no. Maybe they'll like progress whenever. So like maybe one person will fight a gym leader and they'll have like lower level Pokemon with like less Pokemon. And maybe if you go do a different playthrough and you fight that gym leader later, you decide to fight him later, he actually has more Pokemon and they're higher level.
I see what you mean.
So maybe it's going to be like, instead of just grinding your Pokemon to the bone and just over leveling them to beat gyms, it'll actually be a lot more skill and strategy based.
Ooh, spicy. Are you gonna play the
Very
multiverse game? Please.
Is that on
As console, bro, and it's free.
Xbox?
All of them.
Yeah, sure.
I'm pretty sure it's
I'll
crossplay
get
too.
into
Like
it.
this is like what Smash Bros should have been.
The multiverse.
Yes, dude.
Well, I think Smash is just strictly Nintendo stuff. Right?
Yeah, it is, and that's what I feel like they lack a lot, honestly.
And it's only, you can only play on the Switch.
Right. Like this, you could play on consoles, right? And then I saw that each character has their own skill trees, so you can literally build your character that you main. Call dibs.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Call dibs on Batman. And they have different.
I call dibs on Shaggy.
There you go. They have Super Saiyan Shaggy as his move too, bro.
Yeah, I saw that.
Next level.
I love how they took the meme and literally ran with it.
Exactly.
Like, shit.
Dude, they have like Finn and Jake, bro. They want to have Rick and Morty. They're adding the Joker. Like they have like all these different characters.
Yeah.
They haven't even shown yet, bro.
Yeah.
And then each person.
It sounds sweet.
And each character has their own like, what they like a game
Classes.
like a game pass essentially.
Oh.
I don't think you have to pay for it either. Like, but you can earn. Like I saw like a samurai Batman. Like, bro, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
I bet they'll have microtransactions, but I mean that's fine.
Yeah.
If it's only for skins, and maybe if you have a way you can unlock them, like with your own like progression.
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. But if you want to get this cool exclusive skin and pay money for it, sure, more power to you.
That's gonna be sweet. I just feel like it is.
Yeah.
It's very random. I feel like it hasn't been like announced very long. But
No. Mm-mm.
But even then, like Elden Ring, bro, low key, I heard rumors about it, but I didn't even know it was really gonna drop when it was going to drop. I'm just like, wait, what?
It was like, I think they announced it back in like 2016 or 2018, and it didn't drop until this year. Are you still fucking with Elden Ring?
Sometimes. If they can come out with that seamless PvP, I'd be too down.
Yeah.
We're all just riding around cross map.
Have you beaten it yet?
No.
There have I. I haven't. I'm like stuck on the Lord of Blood right now, and I just like. I know if I go away from it, because it just is. It's not hard to get to. Oh yeah, I have a grace anyways, but I just don't want to go away from him. I don't want to like walk away from that fight for some reason, and that's just making me not want to play it. I am playing No Man's Sky right now.
Oh yeah.
I just put it in the group chat actually. I guess Starfield gameplay dropped this weekend. Do you remember Starfield? We talked about it on the podcast.
Is it the one where you can like have like your own ship and like?
Well, yeah, it's remember when it's like Bethesda announced it, but they never showed any gameplay for it. They just showed like screenshots of how it would look, kinda. They dropped a trailer and some screenshots, and then that was it. You don't remember? Do you remember?
I kind of do. I'm not sure if I'm thinking the same one.
Well, they dropped a ton of gameplay. I put it in the group chat so you can watch it after, or you can watch it now while I talk about it. But I guess it's almost an exact ripoff of No Man's Sky.
And that's how they do it.
That's how you do it. It just has better graphics. It just looks more realistic. Like No Man's Sky is kind of like a cartoony look. Starfield has the more realistic kind of aspect, but it's kind of like the same system. You have to like destroy things on planets to get materials. You upgrade your base the same way as No Man's Sky. You can buy and sell ships. I'm sure you can make upgrades to the ships. You can customize your character, but not. It didn't even look like you had alien races in Starfield, but in No Man's Sky, you have all the different alien races. I mean, and I'm playing. I just randomly was playing No Man's Sky this today and last weekend, and they made so many updates, and it's actually super cool. I think it would be super sick if you guys wanted to play it, but just take your time. We can play multiplayer. We can fly around on ships and stuff. Just
destroy other people.
Do anything. Yeah, you can fight other. There's like bounty hunters, bounties. Yeah, you like shoot down ships and stuff. I don't think there's any people that you can shoot at, but I don't know. Maybe that's the only thing I think is going to be different in Starfield is there's going to be like fighting other people.
That'd be sick. Intriguing. Yeah. Very intriguing.
I'm pretty hyped for it. Yeah, I sent the video. I think it was just literally comparing Starfield to No Man's Sky, and it's honestly what they showed. It was like an exact ripoff,
but more realistic.
Oh wait, maybe I didn't share it. Hold on, let me find it because it was kind of crazy.
It'll have over 1,000 planets to explore.
Over 1,000. Oh yeah, here's more screenshot. This is just terrible for the audio podcast.
In the meantime, I'll now do some shoobity bop bop ba-dee boom. Welcome to ba-dum. A shoobity bop bop ba-dee boom. Ba-dum bam bam ba-down. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. A nam bam bam ba-down. A shoobity boop bam ba-down.
So how are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good, man.
Sorry, I didn't want to cut this early, but I haven't eaten dinner yet either, so
me either, brother.
Kind of spicy for some foods.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? It doesn't make. It's fine. Whatever.
No,
there's something.
It makes sense, bro.
It's gabagool. It's the gabagool.
It's a little bit of the gabagool. Yeah, I'm walking.
Here, I'm gonna.
Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say something that's gonna absolutely. I will absolutely need to cut this. I'll bleep it out. Just to leave you guys with something. Wait for it.
Bro.
They aren't gonna know.
Why would you end it with that? So foul.
Yeah. I mean, it's just...
Where would you even hear something like that?
I have some very bad influences as friends. Let's just put that out there.
Oh, dude. You need to probably just, put that guy in the ground.
I probably need to wash my mouth out with soap after this.
Twice.
Did you ever have to do that as a kid?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I never had to do it. I was like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah.
I would just watch what I said.
It was a good time.
Did you ever like it? Did you ever just be like, I'm used to it now? I'm
I
numb
mean,
to
honestly, they did it to me, and I was just like, okay. It's just weird for both of us now because it kind of tastes all right.
it. It kind of tastes alright.
My
I'm
mouth is
getting
clean.
a clean. Yeah, my mouth's clean. I don't have to brush my teeth tonight.
And then they would try to do hot sauce one time, and I love hot
Ew.
sauce.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I was just like, they give me a spoonful of hot sauce. I'm like, okay. What now?
Yeah, my parents didn't have a good way of punishing me. I took it like a champ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just don't spank your kids, boys and girls.
That's how I grew up.
Did we talk about it on the podcast before? I guess they did like a 50-year long study of like parents who spanked their kids versus parents who didn't spank their kids, and they found out like almost 100, or I think 100% of the kids who were spanked turned out to be like addicts and grew up like super depressed and reserved and they got addicted to alcohol, drugs, cigarettes. You know, they had addictive personalities. They were repressed. They were depressed, and yeah, just only bad things came out of spanking kids. But the parents who didn't spank their kids, yeah, you know, some of them did come out kind of the same, but it was on such a smaller scale.
Yeah. I could see that. Personally.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I was spanked, and you know, I think I border on like alcoholism. Is it?
Yeah. I've been addicted to just about anything I've touched.
Yeah. And I'm super repressed. Like I can't, like, I don't like talking to my parents. Even though they're like super nice now, you know. I just feel like I can't talk to them.
Yeah, yeah. I laugh because I'm like, yeah, like you were saying the facts. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just, I feel like when kids are young, they're at such a fragile age where they do absorb everything around them.
Yeah. I read something too. It was like, it was just kind of like a joke post, but it fucking hit home. It was like, is this a good reason to spank your child? Is your child above the age that they are cognizant, or are they above the age, or are they at an age to understand what they are doing in bad and need repercussions? And if it was like yes, it was like, do you think spanking would solve it? Or it was something like, you shouldn't spank your fucking kid, you know? Or is like, are you spanking your kid and they're not fully conscious? They won't understand like why they're being spanked, and it'd be like no, and then it'd be like, don't fucking spank your kids, and it would just loop around to like, don't fucking spank your kids, because it's just like, I'll try to find it. Honestly, it was good. It's good. Keep safe.
Cause like I saw another post like talking about similar things. It's tricky, you know.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Like children.
Yeah, children are tricky.
Because they each have like a different personality, respond to different things. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I think what it's just a lack of is just I'm not trying to throw any shade on anybody's parents or parenting in any way, but I think it's just like a lot of parents just don't want to take the time for like hard conversations.
Yeah.
You know, like sitting down and like having a full-on conversation and trying to understand their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
They I learned, or I heard about this alternative discipline. It would be like, instead of spanking your kid, you would obviously send them to their room, isolate them from the situation, but you would have them write the reasons why they got in trouble in the first place, like why they think it was a correct response, if they had a reason why they did it, and whatever. And they would have to come back down in an hour and give the paper to the parents, and they would have a conversation about the parents' point of view and the kids' point of view, and they would communicate and come to an understanding on why a reaction was made in the way. Why sometimes the parents would apologize to the child, and sometimes the child would apologize to the parents, because the child would eventually realize, like, okay, maybe I was in the wrong. And that's a good way of, like, kids trying to become aware of, like, their actions.
I think it's a way healthier, like, way of doing it too.
Yeah. No yelling was involved in the the discussion part.
Definitely. Oh my, bro, I man, and I just see it transition into like real life. I literally just, if someone's yelling at me, I just get super sarcastic. Yeah. I just can't. I'm like,
you can't take it seriously.
Right.
It's like, God damn, like, chill.
Stop throwing a temper tantrum. Talk to me.
Yeah. Stop being a child.
Yeah.
Talk to me like an adult.
Oh man. Yeah. But,
yeah. We are just emotional creatures. We should definitely end it. I am starving.
Yeah, dude. I'm big hunks.
Big hunks. But thank you guys for listening to the Something Original podcast. You can find us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Give us a like, give us a follow, subscribe. We also have the Patreon. $5 a month, Gannon. Can you believe that?
$5?
I said $5, right? It's $5. Yes. It's only $5.
That's it, man.
Only $5 a month, guys. We have Gannon's book, Death Our Friend. He's actively working on the next chapter, so stay tuned. We have Next Caller up there. We have a brand new episode that we put out a couple weeks ago. It's great. Give it a listen. If you haven't already listened to the first episode of Next Caller, that one's also amazing. Go check that out. We appreciate you guys' support. Thank you guys so much for always giving us the time of day. I know we've been late these past couple weeks, but we're going to finally get back into a routine. Greatly apologize for that. But yeah. Again, do you have anything you'd like to say to the listeners?
Love you guys. As a kiss.
I'm suing.
Please do. You know what you're going to get? Nothing.
Why is that?
I'm going to call Saul. You're done for.
He got me, guys. Yeah. Love you guys. Thank you guys for sticking with us. Stay tuned. We got some shit in the works. Mm-hmm. But
big
peace
old
out.
dumps.
Oh wait, my name was Chase.
And I am and will always be Gannon. Peace.
Bye.